Hey friends, welcome to the Little Red Farm Kitchen. Today we are going to make Chex Mix. This is what I call the fast and dirty method. I use my microwave, which I pretty much avoid at all other times. And we're just using store ingredients. These are going to be things that you're going to have in your cupboard. Let's make a snack. Like I always say, to make cooking more fun, turn on your favorite music, grab a fun beverage. Today I am drinking a raw milk with some adaptive cacao in it, but you can make homemade chocolate milk, super easy. 2 cups of milk, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of sweetener, a pinch of salt, a splash of vanilla, you're good to go. You can make hot chocolate or chocolate milk that way. So just if you're doing chocolate milk, use some boiling water, just put a little bit in with the cocoa powder and that adaptive cacao. It's just, we sell it in our farmer's market and online in our store, and it has like mushrooms and adaptogens and all the fun stuff in it. So I figure anytime I can get a little extra good stuff in for my body, we're gonna do that. So that's what I'm drinking. All right, you go grab your drink. Let's get our ingredients together and let's do this. You can bake this in the oven. If you are baking it in the oven instead of in the microwave, go ahead and turn your oven on to 250 degrees now so that can warm up. And if you don't want to use your microwave for your butter, you can do it in a pan on the stove. Like I said, I'm doing the quick and dirty method. This takes me less than 10 minutes to get this snack together, and then we have something crunchy. So what you're going to need today, you're going to need butter, garlic powder, onion powder, Worcestershire sauce, seasoning salt, hot sauce is optional, and whatever cereal blends you choose. So I have corn Chex and rice Chex. If you're gluten-free, that's going to be a good way to do that. You can add pretzels. You can add like cheddar snack crackers, whether that's Goldfish, Cheez-Its, things like that. You could add bugles. So just make it your own, but know that you're going to need about 9 cups total. Which is about half of 2 bags of cereal or a full bag total. So like if you want to make it easy, just grab a box of Crispex. You can do that too. All right. Are you ready? This is going to be quick. Here we go, friends. You are going to take your stick of butter and we're going to pop this in the microwave just until it's melty. I've told you before that I use my microwave for storage. These were some fun cookies that I made with some girls. I don't know. Are you guys into decorating sugar cookies? I have not taken the time to make the cookies and the frosting and everything else. So one of my friends, she did all that, and then we just got to have the fun of decorating. So that's what those are in my cookie storage, aka my microwave. Okay, so 30 seconds did the trick on this. We are going to do, I do measure this. So we need to add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. Always make sure you shake up your Worcestershire sauce. It does kind of settle at the bottom a little bit. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. We are going to do a teaspoon of garlic powder. I just always eyeball that. Need about a half a teaspoon of your onion powder. And then we are going to do a teaspoon and a half of a seasoning salt. So this is a seasoning salt that we carry in our farmer's market. This is like a seasoning salt from Aldi's. Lowry's would be a seasoning salt. So just use whatever works for you. And we're going to do about a teaspoon and a half of that. Okay. We got everything in there. You can also do like a shake or 2 of hot sauce. It's not going to make it spicy, but it does give a little bit of a depth of flavor to it. Now that that's all in there, we're going to stir it up good so that when we toss it, it's not like in chunky pieces. It is bright. It snowed out yesterday, so the sun is reflecting off all the snow outside. Okay, next we're going to measure our cereal, because if you don't measure it and you get too much, then all your goodie that you're putting on there is too diluted and it doesn't taste as yummy. So this is a 8-cup measuring bowl. We need 9 cups, so I basically just filled it. There's one kind. I'm really simple. Sometimes I'll put some pretzels in here, but my husband doesn't really like pretzels, so I'm the only one who eats them. So usually I just do Rice Crisps and corn. I will tag a Amazon shopping list below so you can look there too. Or since I know I'm kind of ruining the nutritional value by putting it in the microwave, I just buy the cheap stuff. But it's a snack. All right, let me show you how we're gonna do this. This is mixed up. I've got my cereal measured. We're gonna mix it all together and we're gonna toss it as quickly as possible. You can also stir it. So sometimes you gotta stir it to get it going really good. I would not double this because if you get too much goodie in there and too much cereal and it doesn't mix around properly, or on your baking sheet, definitely in the microwave, I wouldn't do it more than this because it needs room so it doesn't burn. So now that I stirred it, I'm going to give it one more good toss and we're going to put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Or again, if you're doing oven, you're going to do 250 degrees for 1 hour, and every 15 minutes of that hour, so set a timer, you're going to stir it. Don't forget to turn your oven off afterwards. That's usually my thing. But for microwave, we're going to toss it, cook it for 2 minutes, toss it, cook it for 2 more minutes, toss it, and then 1 minute. So 5 minutes total in the microwave. And you can sneak some if you want. I won't tell. All right, we're gonna let that cook while I clean up and empty my dishwasher that you cannot see over here. This is the first 2 minutes. So when you toss it, see how it kind of sticks together a little bit? So you're gonna toss it, loosen everything up, 2 more minutes in the microwave. This is after the second 2 minutes. So again, it's gonna be a little bit of a blob. You're gonna start seeing dark stuff. You definitely don't wanna go more than 1 more minute. Actually is looking pretty close to done. But if you try it, there's gonna be some pieces that are a little bit soggy. I'm gonna burn my little fingies. So toss it good, 1 minute this time. Just 1. All right, it is done now. We're gonna toss it one more time. And even the wet pieces are gonna be crispy. It's really hot right now. You will burn your tongue, so please wait. If you want, you can pour it out on like a paper bag and let it cool. It'll cool faster. Otherwise, leave it in your bowl. If it is on your cookie sheets, you can do same thing. You can either leave it on there and just let it cool there. You are going to want to make sure you stir it that last time you get it out. Turn off your oven. Or you can just kind of let it cool here and stir it as it goes. Usually this gets eaten pretty quick. It's easy to store in a Ziploc bag. Or I have a lid for this bowl. I'll usually just tuck the lid on it and store it in here. Usually gets eaten within a couple days. I'm going to be honest. But that is an easy snack. If I am going to a party or a get together or having friends over and I just want something super simple that's going to take me less than 10 minutes, this is definitely a go-to. It's just like, but okay. Now we need the stuffs. We need seasoning salt.